the channel for westerns and more.
Look at it, Lockhart. Look at it!
Ten badass 1950s westerns ranked. The 1950s were a golden era for westerns, with the genre at its commercial peak, producing films that balanced traditional heroism with emerging psychological depth and social commentary. Badass implies films with bold, intense, or iconic elements. Think gritty action, defiant heroes, memorable confrontations, or stylistic flair that resonates with the western's rugged spirit. I've featured films from 1950 to 1959 with notable action, charismatic leaders, or cultural impact. The countdown reflects a balance of classic westerns, early revisionism, and fan favorite grit. If you enjoy this video, hit notification to get my new videos. Check out my channel and Facebook page. The links are in the description. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Let's get started. The Tin Star, 1957, director Anthony Mann. Badass elements. Henry Fonda played Morgan Hickman, a cynical ex-sheriff mentoring young sheriff Ben Owens, Anthony Perkins, to face outlaws. The climatic street showdown with Fonda's cool-headed gunplay exudes grit, while Mann's stark visuals amplify the tension. Why notable? Fonda's brooding intensity and Perkins' nervous resolve create a dynamic mentor-student arc, with the final shootout embodying badass defiance. Less iconic than Mann's Stewart westerns, it's a cult favorite for its lean, mean vibe. Why number 10? Strong performances and a tight narrative, but its small scale and lack of AFI Oscar recognition place it below epics like Shane. The shootout's intensity is badass, but less memorable than High Noons. Gunfight at the OK Corral, 1957, director John Sturges. Badass elements. Burt Lancaster as Wyatt Earp and Kirk Douglas as Doc Holliday face the Clanton gang in a stylized 10-minute shootout at Tombstone. The build-up, with Dmitri Tiomkin's score and Douglas's swagger, screams badass. Why notable? Lancaster and Douglas's chemistry elevates this historical retelling, with the gunfighters' choreography setting a standard for Western action. Its star power and bravado make it a 1950s standout. Why number 9? Iconic for its action, but its historical liberties and less complex narrative rank it below The Searchers. The shootout's intensity overshadows a formulaic plot. The Naked Spur, 1953, director Anthony Mann. Badass elements. James Stewart plays Howard Kemp, a bounty hunter tracking outlaw Ben Vandergroot. Robert Ryan. The rocky Colorado terrain and a brutal cliffside fight showcase Mann's visceral style, with Stewart's unhinged intensity. Why notable? Stewart's anti-hero turn, far from his everyday roles, is badass for its raw edge. The film's psychological tension and violent showdowns make it a proto-revisionist gem. Why number 8? Mann's direction and Stewart's grit are stellar, but its smaller ensemble and lack of AFI status place it below Shane. The cliff fight is a badass highlight.
Shut up!
Rio Grande, 1950. Director John Ford. Badass elements. John Wayne as Lieutenant Colonel Kirby York. Leads a cavalry against Apaches with a daring sabotage and river chase. Ben Johnson's horsemanship and Maureen O'Hara's fiery Kathleen, #1 leading lady. Why notable? The Final Cavalry trilogy film blends action, romance, and Ford's mythic visuals. Wayne's stoic command and the Indian attack's intensity make it badass, with O'Hara's defiance amplifying the stakes. Why #7? A strong Wayne Ford entry, but its lighter tone and less complex narrative rank it below The Searchers. The Man from Laramie, 1955. Director Anthony Mann. Badass elements. James Stewart as Will Lockhart seeks revenge in a corrupt town, facing sadistic Dave Wagaman, Alex Nichol. A shocking shooting scene and final ambush are pure man grit, with Stewart's rage. Why notable? Mann's final Stewart Western is a masterclass in psychological intensity, with Stewart's relentless hero embodying badass vengeance. Its widescreen vistas add epic flair. Why #6? Stewart's performance and Mann's violence are standout, but it's less iconic than Shane or High Noon.
Get away from
The shooting scene is a badass shock.
Get away from me.
Vera Cruz, 1954. Director Robert Aldrich. Badass elements. Gary Cooper and Burt Lancaster as mercenaries in 1860s Mexico, with double crosses and a climatic Gatling gun battle. Lancaster's devilish grin and Cooper's stoic resolve make it a badass precursor to spaghetti westerns. Why notable? The film's cynical tone and explosive action influenced The Wild Bunch. Lancaster's flamboyant anti-hero steals scenes, making it a bold 1950s entry. Why #5? Innovative for its amorality, but its lighter stakes rank it below The Searchers. The Gatling gunfight is a badass spectacle.
Hello. Hello.
Shane, 1953. Director George Stevens. Badass elements. Alan Ladd as Shane, a mysterious gunslinger, faces Jack Palance's ruthless Wilson in a legendary saloon shootout. The Shane comeback farewell and Ladd's cool lethality define badass. Why notable? An AFI Top 10 Western, #3. Its mythic hero and stunning Wyoming visuals make it timeless. Ladd's single Western fame and the shootout's precision cement its status. Why #4? A genre classic, but its sentimental tone is less gritty than The Searchers. The shootout and Palance's villainy are peak badass. The Gunfighter, 1950. Director Henry King. Badass elements. Gregory Peck as Jimmy Ringo, an aging gunslinger, haunted by his reputation, faces young challengers in a tense saloon climax. Peck's weary intensity and the ticking clock narrative scream badass. Why notable? A psychological western. Its introspective hero influenced later films, Unforgiven. Peck's single western fame and the saloon standoffs, raw tension, make it iconic. Why #3? Deeply influential, but its quieter tone ranks below High Noon's spectacle. Ringo's fantastic stand is pure badass.
Did you see that? Yes, sir. He drew first.
High Noon, 1952. Director Fred Zinnemann. Badass elements. Gary Cooper as Marshal Will Kane faces Frank Miller's gang alone at noon. with a real-time train arrival and clock-ticking showdown. Cooper's stoic defiance and Grace Kelly's unexpected gunplay are badass. Why notable? An AFI Top 10 Western, number 2. Its McCarthyism allegory and 4 Oscars, including Cooper's, make it a legend. The time-driven climax is a genre cornerstone. Why number 2? Nearly perfect for its tension and impact, but the Searcher's depth edges it out. Kane's lone stand is the epitome of badass. The Searchers, 1956, director John Ford. Badass elements. John Ford as Ethan Edwards, a vengeful ex-Confederate, hunts Comanches in a relentless pursuit, with a heart-stopping chase and doorway-framed finale. Wayne's raw intensity and Ford's Monument Valley vistas define badass. Why notable? The AFI number 1 Western.
No, you don't, Ethan. Ethan, no, you don't!
Its complex anti-hero and epic scope redefine the genre. The pursuit scene and Wayne's "Let's go home, Debbie" moment is iconic.
I hope you die.
That'll be the day.
Why number 1? The ultimate 1950s Western for its emotional depth, visual grandeur, and Wayne's towering performance. Ethan's uncompromising grit is the badass gold standard. If you enjoyed this video, hit notification to get my new videos. Check out my channel and Facebook page. The links are in the description.
Let's go home, Debbie.
Please comment, like, share and subscribe. I appreciate it. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon. The channel for westerns and more.